Good morning, students. Welcome to TSN English class. Today, we'll start with this poem, The Laburnum Top, book Hornbill, written by Ted Hughes. The laburnum top is silent, quite still, in the afternoon yellow September sunlight. A few leaves yellowing, all the seeds, all its seeds fallen. Here in these lines, the poet start the poem with a description of the laburnum tree. Laburnum is amaltash tree whose top was still and silent. So the top portion of the tree is silent. Its leaves had turned yellow and seeds had fallen down. It was a daytime in the month of September when the tree was standing still and death-like. And due to the daytime, the sunlight in the September month follow and on the tree, and due to that sunlight, the trees or the leaves of the tree become yellow in color. Here, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Here he is talking about a bird. The lifeless tree become alive by the arrival of the bird goldfinch. The bird goldfinch is a sparrow-like bird. A sparrow-like bird singing, and the color of the bird is like yellow. So he's talking about that bird with a twitching chirp, and the bird is coming with some sound. The moment she came at the top of the laburnum tree, it comes to life and activity. She that bird is actually gave life to that tree. A suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Now he's talking about a suddenness. A suddenness means जो bird आई थी. So after he's twitching. Twitching means to make a sudden movement, often one that you cannot control. And the chirping of the bird is जो bird chirping, जो bird की आवाज़ होती है, ची ची की आवाज़, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. जब वो bird आई chirping करती हुई, twitching करती हुई, then at that moment एक सडन अचानक एक चौंकाने वाले ढंग से जो जब बर्ड शाखा के या उसकी ब्रांच पर लेबनम ट्री की ब्रांच पर आकर बैठती है, तो दैट होल ट्री बिकेम अलाइव ड्यू टू द movements of that bird. Then a sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt. So here they are talking about bird's movement, that how she is behaving. So the lifeless tree became alive by the arrival of the goldfinch. She came to feed her young ones who are on the thickness of the branch. The tree is like her shelter. She arrives at the end of the branch with the chirping sound. She further moves to the other side of the branch, and here he is talking about the movement of the bird. Then as sleek as lizard. Then as sleek as lizard means she further moves to the other side of the branch with rapidly, and her movement is your alert or a precautionary movement like a lizard. So that bird is moved like a lizard. As soon as she arrive, her young ones start chirping like machine. और जैसे ही bird वहाँ आती है, so she enters the thickness and a machine startups, and it look like जैसे bird के आने के बाद जो tree है उसकी machine या जो उसकी chirping birds हैं, they are like machine, behaving like a machine, and they are starting like it look like the engine starts at that time. Of chitterings and tremor of wings and trilling. Chittering means the sounds of birds. Tremor of wing means जो विंग्स की आवाज़ होती है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड, जिसे हम फड़फड़ाहट भी बोलते हैं. एंड ट्रिलिंग मीन्स when birds are producing a quivering sound from their from their voice. This is the thing. The whole tree trembles and thrill. And after this, the sounds of the birds, the trees start vibrating and flapping their wings, the birds. The death like tree become alive and it trembles and shake. So here he is talking about after the arrival of these birds, the tree starts living. The whole tree trembles and thrills. So the tree starts shaking and it looks like that the tree is alive. It is the engine of her family, and it looked like that the birds are the engine of their family. She stroke its full, then float out to a branch and showing her beard face identity mask. Here the phrase her bared face identity mask means that the bird goldfinch bared face gives a look to its face or look of its face. This look of the bird help to recognize itself. So in these lines, poet tried to describe about the birds. So जब वो अपनी young ones को fully fill कर देती है, after feeding them she flies to the other side of the branch. So after feeding her young ones, then flirts out to the branch end. She stroke it full means जब वो अपने young ones, अपने बच्चों को पूरा पेट भरवा देती है after feeding them. Here, she stroke it full means after feeding them, then flirts out a branch and then she flew away to the end branch of the tree, showing her bared face identity. Means the bird goldfinch bared face gives a look of its face. This look of the bird helped to recognize itself. Then, with the airy, delicate whistle, chirp whispering, she launches away towards the infinite. Here, in these lines, poet is talking about then with airy delicate. Airy means कुछ अजीब या कुछ समथिंग मिस्टीरियस. डेलिकेट विसल चर्प विस्परिंग, जो बर्ड है उसकी जो डेलिकेट वॉइस है, अजीब सी नाजुक सी उसकी सीटी जैसी जो आवाज़ है, दैट वॉइस विसल चर्प विस्परिंग, वो अपनी आवाज़ को निकालते हुए धीरे धीरे वहाँ से चली जाती है. शी लॉन्चेज अवे. शी लॉन्चेज अवे मीन्स वो वहाँ से उड़ जाती है. एंड टुवर्ड्स द इन्फिनिट. टुवर्ड्स द इन्फिनिट हियर मीन्स खुले बादल में, खुले आकाश में उड़ जाती है. बिकॉज नो वन कैन measure the clouds, the sky. So that bird flew away in the infinite sky, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Here subsides to empty. और जो laburnum tree है, that after the bird vanished behind the yellow leaves and she flew away in the sky, leaving the tree death like again, and the laburnum tree again become the tree like that. It looked like the tree become death, and subside means to become calmer and quieter, and again the tree became calm and quiet after the departure of that bird. So here is the poem The Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes. In the first three lines of the poem, poet impress upon the reader the stillness of the laburnum tree. A small goldfinch comes and the tree bursts with a movement and sound. The bird family lodges in the thickness of the tree, and the goldfinch enters the tree thickness to feed her young ones, and after that she flies away. The tree becomes silent once again when the bird flies away. The poet has used these imaginary sound and movement to show that the tree becoming alive. So here is a short summary of the poem.